Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For our radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also, those joining us through iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, we're glad you all could be with us as well. This is part of our News You Can Use segment here at WYAD, and today we're talking about COVID vaccination education. Now, recent data from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the nation's leading public health agency, show that people in the U.S. continue to be hospitalized due to COVID. Although COVID is no longer considered a public health emergency, it does remain an ongoing health concern for Americans. Well, even with that being said, a new survey has some eye-opening findings about attitudes toward COVID vaccinations, motivations to take action, and education gaps concerning COVID vaccines. I know we've seen it here in our own state, but here to talk to us about the new push to educate and help protect the public this fall, we're excited to welcome Emergency Room Dr. Jose Torradas to our broadcast, as well as Beth Battaglino. She's the president of CEO in Healthy Women. I want to talk to them not only about the recent findings, but also where you guys can go for more information. Thanks to the two of you for the time. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Beth, I want to begin with you. As I mentioned, you're the CEO at Healthy Women. Now that COVID has been with us for a while, how do you respond to any concerns about the COVID vaccination? Or are you surprised that there are still those concerns?
You know what? I think there's always going to be concerns, but what I'm here to tell you is that the COVID vaccine is safe, and it's important for everyone that's listening. If you have not gotten your COVID vaccine, please do so. And if it's time for you to get your booster, no better time as we head into the flu and cold season. So just a quick reminder, we're not done with COVID. There's going to continue to be new emerging variations of COVID. So it's so important to make sure that you, as well as your family, is protected, and you can do that by getting the COVID vaccine, or if you're due for your boosters, make sure you get those boosters.
All right, love that. Thank you so much for that information. Beth, Dr. Torradas, I want to ask you, what COVID vaccine options are available to U.S. adults today, especially given the different variants that Beth mentioned that are out there?
Absolutely. So today, as of today, we have two different major categories of options. We have mRNA vaccines and protein-based vaccines. Important to have that conversation with your healthcare provider about which option may be best for you. But the important thing to understand is that the virus is continuously mutating, so the original formulations of the vaccine are not going to offer the same protection as the updated vaccines that are available today. So as we know that as fall and winter hits, as temperatures drop, and we spend more time in the holidays together, we know that cases are going to steadily increase. So the CDC recommends that at 6 months and older, we consider getting vaccinated for COVID and against flu as well.
Right. Beth, I mentioned, of course, this new survey. Can you tell us more about the Choose to Protect survey and what you learned from it?
I'm happy to. So we partnered with Novavax to do a national campaign, and part of that campaign included a survey, and we surveyed over 1,500 people, caregivers actually, and what we found was that 62%, primarily women, were the primary healthcare decision makers for someone else, for themselves as well as their family members and aging parents. We also found out that 9 out of 10 people that took the survey were very interested in vaccines and say it's important to have a range of COVID vaccine options for themselves and their families. But where we found the gap was they wanted to understand what options were available. And today, when I first got the vaccine, there were only 3 options. And today there's several options. So it's so important that the public understands what options are available today to protect themselves as well as their families. And we created this website called ChooseToProtect.com, which provides medically vetted information so the public can log on, find out more information about what vaccine options are available, and then in partnership with their healthcare provider, discuss the options and figure out which vaccine is best suited for them as well as their family members.
Love that. I'm going to have you give that website again a little bit later, Beth, for our audience. I appreciate you sharing that. So, Doctor, I want to ask you, one of the things that people may be thinking about is of course, we're not only talking about COVID, but also, of course, fall is here. We're thinking about, of course, the cold and flu season. Is it safe, Doctor, for our audience to be able to get their COVID vaccine at the same time that they maybe get their flu shot?
Yes, it's safe to be able to get both. Important that we're recovered from any illness before we get vaccinated, because that's an important thing. We want to make sure that we feel well when we go get vaccinated, but keeping in mind that as fall and winter come, and as we spend more time around in gatherings, understanding that vaccination is one of the safest things that we can do to offer protection to ourselves, our loved ones, and our communities as well.
Love that. And great information. Beth, you mentioned the website earlier, but if you don't mind, can you let our audience know again where they can go to find out more information about the survey as well as vaccine options?
For more information on the survey and your vaccine options, log on to choosetoprotect.com.
All right. Again, everyone, Dr. Jose Torradas as well as Beth Battaglino has been our guest, talking to you guys about the importance of COVID vaccination education. And then, of course, the choosetoprotect.com is a website you all can go for more information. Thanks to the two of you for the great work you're doing and for your time today. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
More than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Again, part of our Music and Youth segment here at WYAD. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's go make today amazing. Take care.